Hi guys, Robbo46 here, welcome yourselves back to MotoGP 18 on the Xbox One X. Let's continue with our Valentino Rossi career. We're going to round 3 Circuit of the Americas. The first couple of rounds have gone really well. 2 wins. Let's see if we can make it a third. Right. What kind of lap time can we do? Straight out the blocks. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so one thing that I kind of remembered coming into Q1, as I found out very quickly as I lost the front end to turn 1, the Yamaha's front end isn't as stable as the Ducatis in this game. So I immediately crashed straight away in Q1. So we're going to have to go a bit careful with the front end on hard braking. But yeah, if we can get through turn 1 okay, then we should be absolutely fine. Everywhere else the Yamaha feels pretty good. It does like to wheelie, so we're going to have to watch out for that as well. Make sure we don't lose too much time doing that, especially coming out of this corner. Very tight hairpin. I know most of the bikes wheelie coming out of here, but the Yamaha definitely feels a bit worse compared to the factory Ducati that we used last time. Bit too early on the brakes there, could have been a little bit later, but that's fine. Just want to make sure we get a nice clean lap all done. Rightio, so coming towards the end of the lap. Got to remember as well, I'm probably not going to lead into turn 1 or out of turn 1 because the Yamaha doesn't get off the line very well. So we're definitely going to be, you know, a few positions down by the time we get to turn 1, even though it's only a short little drag to turn 1. But yeah, I'm not confident we're going to lead by the end of turn 1. So 1:59.9, I think that will do it.
From the MotoGP class starting grid, where riders and engineers are talking over the last few details before the start of the race.
Yeah, ready to go. Pole position. Let's see what we can do.
While the race officials are waving the green flag, the riders gather their final thoughts and get ready to race another US Grand Prix here at Austin.
Right, here we go. Gonna have to go so careful with turn 1. Don't want to lose the front. Here we go, there we go. The lights took a while to go out. Dovizio's out immediately in front, so is Marquez. We were in the way of Lorenzo, but through comes Miller. And Vinales as well, but we're back into second place, and now we're in the lead. So although we didn't lead by the end of turn 1, by the time we got to turn 2, we were in the lead. Kind of messed up this series of corners. Seven laps around here. Can we break away from them already? It's looking like we are. Coming out of this corner is definitely going to be a big test. With the wheelie in. Yeah, there we go. That's me being gentle on the throttle as well. Let's just keep it going because we are pulling away from Marquez. We are pulling away in the lead. He's caught us back up into this tight corner. That's mainly due to the nature of that corner. Oh, messed that one up. Marquez is through. That was my mistake there. Oh, we're going wide again. Oh, that was Iannone actually, and Vinales trying to come through. But we are staying in second for now. Uh-oh. Oh, Iannone's through then. No, he's not. We're back into second. And the brakes into the penultimate corner. So we're going to finish lap 1. in second place. Gone in way too hot into the last corner as well. That's a mistake. Didn't lose any more positions though, so staying in second place for now. Bit of a gap to Marquez now, but we should be able to reel him back in. Vinales is coming past. No, he's not. Won't let him. Not on the brakes. He's going to have to go the long way around. Oh, big wheelie there. Around the outside of Marquez. There we go. And we've made it stick. Is he going to try and shove up the inside anywhere? Don't think he's close enough anymore. And I think we're going to be fine. In fact, we might be fine for the rest of the race. If we can put a nice margin between us and Marquez, especially coming onto this back straight, we should be absolutely fine. I know I can brake a little bit later into the hairpin at the end of this straight now. So onto the long back straight. Get it stopped. And we do. Right, don't mess this corner up this time, because last time that's where we lost the lead. A little bit wide. But no one has come through. No one is close enough to come through. Okay, well, we're looking good then. Pulling away at the front. The next race is Jerez, which incidentally is the race which is this weekend on Sunday. I do like Jerez. It's a nice circuit. And usually get some great racing there, especially the final corner. Look at that lead. We're only on lap 3. Well, I think this one is pretty much in the bag. We can just continue going about our business. And I think we're going to be absolutely fine. So what we can talk about, whilst we're out front and not a lot is going to be happening, Milestone released the first gameplay of MotoGP 19 yesterday. It was, I mean, they were getting everyone to vote on which rider, what track and what conditions they wanted to see the gameplay in. And most of us, including myself, voted for Valentino Rossi at Mugello on a nice sunny day. So that's what we got. First gameplay of MotoGP 19. It's looking good. It's looking good. I mean, overall, like the sound and everything seems like it's been improved. The physics look like they've definitely been tweaked. The rear of the bike, even though the person who was playing had traction control on number 4, the rear was still spinning up and sliding on hard acceleration coming out of corners, which was quite nice to see. The speedometer and that little bit of HUD in the bottom right hand corner is slightly different this time around. Looking at that, it has been confirmed that we will be able to control how much anti-wheelie we use. So traction control is still there, engine braking is still there, but now we've got the added addition of anti-wheelie. So I think it was, you had TCS, then next to that you had AW, which is anti-wheelie, traction control's the first one, and then EB, engine braking, the third one. So that's nice to see, another little thing that we can tweak throughout the races. Obviously, once you've done some laps on a certain bike, you can kind of tailor it however you want. If you wheelie in too much, you can turn it up. If you think you can turn it down to get a bit more acceleration at corners and not have to worry about the front too much, then you can turn it down. But it's just a nice little addition to what we can actually kind of control ourselves for the assists and stuff like that. So great to see that. It will be interesting to see like the comparison, because on the gameplay all 3 of those settings were on number 4, which I'm assuming is going to be the highest, because that is what it is in this game, although when you get to number 4 it just goes full. So yeah, it would definitely be interesting to see comparing the anti-wheelie at number 4, number 3, number 2, number 1 and off, just to see how much of a difference it makes. So yeah, there were a couple of other things on there as well that we need to kind of have a look at. So looking forward to it. I mean, the other thing is, well, I don't know what kind of level difficulty they were playing on, but it was nice to see at turn 1 a KTM almost went into the back of the player, and they actually sat up and ran wide. Now, if you do that on this game or previous MotoGP games, they will just go straight into the back of you and they won't try and avoid you. So it is looking like that the AI do actually have some spatial awareness about them this time, and they can kind of detect where other riders are and the player as well. So that is really, really good to see, because there is nothing worse on the bike games when you go into a corner, the AI brake a little bit later, but instead of trying to go around you, they just plough straight into the back of you, kind of barge you out the way, which is a little bit annoying and frustrating. So it is nice to see that they're actually going to take avoidant action. But yeah, it's looking very promising. They had the up-to-date liveries on there as well. So you had Rossi in his Monster Yamaha liveries, which looked pretty nice. Overall appearance of the game looked nice. I know loads of people are just being annoying and saying it looks like a PS2 game. If you go and find MotoGP on the PS2, have a look at how grainy and blurry it looks now compared to the games nowadays. I mean, obviously back in the day when we were playing it, it looked as good as we thought it could be, but now it definitely looks better. I mean, even on the PS2, the wheels weren't even round. There was so many edges to the wheels, so, you know, there's people who are saying it looks like a PS2 game. I think you need your eyes tested, and yeah, go and have a look at a PS2 game and then compare it, and you'll see that actually there is quite a bit of difference. But yeah, really looking forward to MotoGP 19 now. It is nice that they've given us a decent bit of gameplay. And yeah, they were doing a 12-lapper race around Mugello. And there's, like I said, there's some other information on the little HUD. You had 2 circles, which I'm assuming is the front and rear tyres. They had numbers inside them, which range from like 80 to over 100. Now I don't know what that is to do with. I mean, if it is the tyres, it could be the temperature of the tyres or something, but not entirely sure. Because above one circle it's got ANT, and above the other one it says post. So not sure with that one, but yeah, I'm sure we'll get more information on what that is all about as soon as they let us know. Or in fact, there might be people out there who actually know what that means already. But yeah, like I said, it is nice that we've got an anti-wheelie that we can control. Yeah, the physics, they look, you know, a little bit similar to MotoGP 18. Obviously running on the same game engine. But it is very difficult to tell what the physics are like without actually playing it yourself, because it's all well and good watching someone else play, but it is very difficult to get like a feel for the game, obviously, if you're not playing it yourself, as I go very wide. So I can't really say too much about the physics until I've actually played the game. But yeah, it's looking promising. Obviously the other big major thing we need to find out about and more information about is the online multiplayer. Be interesting to see, you know, how good that is going to be this year. And the other thing is, well, if they're having dedicated servers this time around, which is meant to obviously reduce lag and latency, whether we can get more than 12 people per lobby, because that would be pretty good. Like, if it's 12 but it's like lag is very minimal in that's fine. I'm happy with that. I'd rather have like less lag than more players, because obviously the more players you add to a lobby, you know, the more addition of lag you're going to have. But yeah, it would be nice to know like what kind of number for players they're thinking of for online, and what is actually doable, and for the lobbies to maintain their connection and not be laggy at all. So hopefully we'll find stuff out about that soon as well. I'm looking forward to seeing the helmet and the number livery editor. I think that's going to be pretty cool. So yeah, MotoGP 19 is out in June. Looking forward to it. Can't wait to get my hands on it. Looking forward to doing a new career series, obviously with my own rider. Looking forward to the Moto E as well, actually, which might sound a little bit odd, but I'm looking forward to seeing how they play, how they handle. Obviously Moto E, a brand new category, so yeah, looking forward to seeing if that is like implemented into the actual career as well, or whether it's going to be just a kind of like a standalone thing, or whether you can do like Moto 3 or Red Bull Rookies Cup to begin with, Moto 3, Moto 2, and then maybe decide to go into Moto E, or then you can go to MotoGP and then decide later to go to Moto E. I don't know, but yeah, it would be nice if that is implemented in the career. But yeah, the proof will be in the pudding, obviously. So can't wait to play it and see how it compares to MotoGP 18. Don't have to wait long, of course. It will be out in, well, we're near the end of this month already. It is in fact the last day of the month today. So yeah, not that long to wait. Just over a month. But yeah, MotoGP 19 will be with us very, very soon. So final corner time. This has been a pretty easy race, actually. Run to the line. Done. We are done. So there we go. That is 3 from 3 wins at the moment. I wasn't actually expecting it to be like this on the Yamaha, I have to say.
Their victory lap and return to the Parc Ferme. Let's take a look at the final ranking of today's race.
All right. So 25 points for us. Very good. Next one is Jerez, which is a track that suits the Yamaha a bit better. We've almost got a whole race win's worth of points over Marquez already. On to the podium. Hopefully we've got a few more cutscenes for the podium celebrations for MotoGP 19.
For the riders who put their talent on show to celebrate. With such an exciting race, these 3 guys deserve the applause of everyone under the podium.
Okay, so let's go to Jerez. Let's just put the weather on random. Right, let's go. So we've already put it on pole. And we've gone quicker again. But I think we can go quicker even still. Go a bit quicker. So they haven't been perfect laps. There's definitely a few places I can improve. But the Yamaha is definitely feeling good around here. Like I said, Jerez is this weekend in real life as well. I think it's going to be a good race as well. So onto the back straight. And then hard on the brakes for this little hairpin, which we will have to look out for in the race because the AI are really late on the brakes into that. So we've got to go careful. Yeah, the Yamaha's feeling really good around here. Just comparing it to how the Ducati felt around here. Because we ended up, what, 3rd with Dovizioso? Because we had a battle with Pedrosa and Marquez. And I kind of messed up my last lap and ended up in 3rd, unfortunately. So let's see if we can go better with Rossi. Yeah, even quicker still. There we go. Pole position for us. By almost a whole second. Almost, not quite. Right.
We are moving to the starting grid, while the cameras are showing us the riders concentrating before the start of the race.
Gonna go for a medium rear this time. See if that helps us, because when we used the Ducati last time, I was on a soft rear, and I kind of ran out of tyre towards the end of the race, and then just kept making mistakes on the final lap because I had no rear tyre, kept sliding on that. Obviously, that meant that we couldn't catch the two guys at the front. So let's see how we get on with a medium rear. Here we go. That wasn't a bad start. That was not a bad start. We got Marquez on the inside and DeVizioso. Miller is there as well. I'm going to be hung out to dry yet. So third place for now into turn 2. Through turn 3. DeVizioso leading the way at the moment. Marquez right behind him. We are right behind Marquez as Rossi up the inside of Marquez and DeVizioso as well, as we've got it stopped. Held the line nicely there. Onto the back straight. I know I'm about to get completely mugged by the end of this straight as soon as we get on the brakes. We're going to... Yeah, thanks DeVizioso. It's lost us 2 places. But we got the drive out and we are back up to second. No, we're not. Couldn't quite get the front down on the deck quick enough to put the brakes on. So we had to back out of that one. Round the outside of Marquez. That will put us up the inside for the next couple of corners. And we're through a little bit wide. Yep, we're holding it. Okay, so second place for now. 2 quick right-handers coming up. And we're on the back of DeVizioso, and then we've got Lorenzo corner, Jorge Lorenzo corner. A lot of drama has happened here over the years. And we're straight into the back of DeVizioso. I'm going to cut that back, get Marquez back. Didn't really help me with DeVizioso though. Oh, that's going to be a bit tight. Yeah, a bit too hot into there. DeVizioso's back through. That was a bit optimistic. Nearly made it work, but not quite. Couldn't put the brakes on any harder, otherwise we would have ended up washing out the front end. We're through. We found a little gap. Took advantage of that one. I know we're going to lose it by the end of this straight again. That's why we need to try and get past... Oh, a bit wide. Try and get past DeVizioso a bit earlier. Or after this next corner, and then just try and pull away as much as possible. Oh, no. Straight to the back of me again. So yeah, fingers crossed the neural AI, or what I've seen of it anyway. Hopefully that will not happen anymore. They will at least try and get out of your way and not barge you from the rear, which will be very nice. We are back in the lead. How long for though? Marquez is right with DeVizioso as well, so we could have 2 for company very, very soon. Into Lorenzo corner. There we go. End of lap 2. And we've actually got a little bit of a lead by the looks of that. Can't see any arrows or anything. We will come into turn 1. But I think we are pulling away. We're pulling away on lap 3. Now we have had it before where I've kind of run out of tyre in the latter part of the race around here at Jerez. We've had a nice lead and we've been caught. So I'm just going to keep going. Try and build our lead up as much as possible. Just in case that happens towards the end of the race, because we don't want to end up being caught. But we have got a nice little gap at the moment. That will come down into this corner, but we should be safe from anyone coming through. We are. All good so far. Bit wide there. Properly on form around here at Jerez. They come to the end of lap number 3. At the final corner. So we go end of lap 3, on to lap 4. It's looking like it's going to be another win for us. Or for Rossi even. So, Jerez this weekend. Moto3 I think is going to be a cracking race. I mean, Moto3 is always a cracking race anyway, but around here it kind of lends itself really well to really close racing. And obviously, like I said previously, that final corner really opens itself up to last corner lunges. So we've seen it go well, we've seen it go wrong. But yeah, Moto3, if there's a big bunch, you can be sure that there's going to be people trying to outbrake each other into that final corner on the final lap. But yeah, I think it's going to be a close race in that class. It's going to be a bit of a train. But yeah, looking forward to watching that. Moto2. I think that might be quite similar to Moto3. It won't be as many bikes fighting for the win. But I think, yeah, there's going to be a few battling for the top. Unfortunately, Jake Dixon will not be racing. He had a nasty crash at Circuit Americas. He had concussion and other injuries and that. He is not fit to ride. He's been told he's unfortunately not fit to ride. That means Matteo Pessini is replacing him for Jerez, which I still can't believe that Pessini hasn't got a ride for this season, but apparently he was asking for too much money. We saw him get a decent result last time out at Circuit Americas. He was well within the points. So, yeah, I'm expecting him to be inside the top 10 again. So, obviously it's KTM this time around that Jake Dixon is on, so might be a little bit different to what Pessini's used to, but considering Pessini had never ridden the Triumph engine before, hadn't done any testing or anything, you know, the result he got at Circuit Americas was really good and just shows how good he is. And yeah, if only he hadn't been a little bit too greedy with money, you know, he might still have a full-time ride. But I hope that he does end up getting a ride for the remainder of the season, because he is a fantastic rider. And yeah, I think that he would be up there very, very regularly. And we go on to MotoGP. It's going to be another tough one to call. Last season, Marquez won here. But I think Marquez is going to be out to prove that he's still number one at the moment. But at the same time, that could be his downfall, because I think he's going to be quite desperate to try and win this race, because obviously he had a DNF at Circuit Americas, a track where he's pretty much always guaranteed to win. But yeah, a bit of a mistake from him out front after a 3.5 second lead, and he ended up losing the front and crashing out. So yeah, you can expect him to come out the gate really, really quickly from the first FP session. But yeah, it's, I think it's going to be quite an interesting race. Obviously, Rins has now won a race, so that is obviously a bit more confidence he's going to have going into the weekend. Obviously, it's his home race. You got a lot of Spanish riders, obviously, in MotoGP anyway, so it's a lot of their home races. Jorge Lorenzo, I really hope we see something good from him this weekend. He hasn't had the best of luck with the Repsol Honda with mechanical failures and the like, so yeah, fingers crossed Lorenzo can do something. Obviously, it's a track that he enjoys, and that, I mean, the last corner is named after him. He's had success here in the past, so yeah, I hope we see a really quick Lorenzo at the weekend and see him competitive. Because I don't like it when really talented, quick riders, like, all of a sudden just... I mean, maybe they change manufacturer or something, but they're not where they should be. It is a bit of a shame that, yeah, he's not been quite up there first couple of races, and obviously the mechanical issues as well. But yeah, it would be nice to see Lorenzo at the front and battling again for the win. Obviously, Yamaha around here should be good in theory. I know that obviously they're lacking in top end, but the straights on this track aren't that long. And obviously it's quite a twisty circuit, which the Yamaha is known for its handling. So I'm hoping that the Yamahas can do something. So the Ducatis as well, you know, would be good to see them all battling. Basically, I just hope that we have a big battle at the front of the weekend and we don't see anyone just going off into the distance. But if I had to choose someone to win the race, it's going to be a tough call. Because smart money would say Marquez. But because of just like, you know, the nature of the track and that, and the fact that I do think he's due a win very soon, I'm going to go with Rossi. And I know there will be people thinking, no, he's not going to win. He's never going to win again. You know, he's been strong this season. I know first round he was off the podium, but he was only 0.6 behind the leader. And he's had 2 second places since. So, you know, he's in a good form. And like I said, the Yamaha around here tends to work well. See, I would have gone with Vinales, but he qualifies well. But the start of the race for him, when it's a full tank of fuel, he just can't get on with it. He drops like a stone, and then towards the end of the race he starts getting quicker and quicker. Obviously by that time it's a bit too late, so if he can sort that out, then yeah, sure, then he would be up the front as well. But then you got the likes of like Jack Miller as well. He's been on decent form as well. Obviously he was on the podium last time out in 3rd place. It's going to be a tough one to call. It's definitely going to be a tough one to call. But I would like to see a Yamaha back on the top step. Never know, you might see the likes of Morbidelli end up on the podium or something. But it all depends on how the Yamaha works around here. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a close one to call. And I'm still struggling trying to choose. I mean, I'll stick with Rossi. But yeah, I'm not going to be 100% convinced because I just think it's going to be really close and everything. But we'll have to wait and see. So that is Sunday. Through the final corner. And run to the line. No one has been able to bother us throughout this race. Another win for us. 4 from 4. Let me know down in the comments, guys, who you think is going to win on Sunday. Will we see maybe a completely different winner? Who knows? We've had 3 different winners so far this season. Are we going to get a 4th different winner? Let me know what you think down in the comments section. Never know, maybe Crutchlow will win. Who knows? We don't know until it's happened, that's for sure. But it's definitely really difficult to kind of choose at the moment because so many decent riders. So there we go. Over a whole race win's worth over Dovizioso now.
Here are the stars of the day enjoying a round of applause from the team and fans. Everyone gave it their all today. You can't deny that these riders were on another level.
There we go, guys. That is it from me. The next round is going to be at Le Mans. That's usually a pretty difficult track anyway pretty difficult race. Anyway, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content. As you'll see you guys in the next video. See you.